It's wild, it's twisted. Headlines hitting like a slap and you missed it. It's madness, I'm tapped out, live on the scene and I can't find my way out.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Convoluted Podcast, where the news is weird and the hosts are weirder, and common sense got left unread back in 2020.
We're like a holiday fruitcake. Dense, full of surprises, and nobody asked for us. But here we are.
I'm Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus.
And I'm Liz, currently working on seasonal holiday 15, and honestly, not mad about it. It's sweater weather, baby, and I'm thriving under layers of emotional support and knitwear.
So yeah, it's we've briefly been talking about it. The weather's been in the Pacific Northwest wet for the last week of the week, right? Yeah, about a week.
Roughly a week, about 7 days straight.
Yeah, we're about to. This is on top of that. This is the last episode of the year. I hope.
Gosh.
Yes, last episode.
2025. It flew, man. It flew.
Let's talk a little about that then before we kind of jump into something. Liz, how has your 2025 been? If you had to do a retrospect a little bit, a
little bit of fun. A lot has happened in 2025. It's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been a roller coaster of a wild ride, and kind of sad it's coming to an end, but kind of happy at the same time. Looking forward to whatever happens in the future. So, what about you?
More or less the same. Surprise trips here and there. Just a wild end of the year drive through for content. As we mentioned last episode, just getting to 1,000 on YouTube, pushing, and then a lot of little things. You know, some ups and some downs. Definitely with the end of the year now, the closing holidays are getting close, or the final holiday for the year is coming close. And we still got me and a few other people still got to do some holiday shopping the last minute. So, to say the least. And then recently, my sister tried to kill me with some raw chicken. So it's one of those things. Like, you never know.
Time to get a home thermometer. Time to get a thermometer, a food thermometer for them.
So more or less a very odd year, but fun. It was a fun year, to say the least. Anything else you want to talk before we kind of get up to some of the?
Nah, I think that pretty much covers it. I'm so excited for that. You know, that we had a Vegas trip this past year, and hopefully we create something crazy like that again.
Exactly. Okay, so this week's lineup is less comfortable and joy and more chaos and lawsuits. We got spicy food shortages, body horror from the land of clout, and a streamer who's really said, let's celebrate Diwali with literally eye trauma.
Yeah, 1 minute it's festive lights, and the next it's, oops, I started an international incident with fireworks.
It is what it is.
And what it is unhinged. So
we have like I said, we have a few stories. The first one we're going to be diving into is a viral footage of a DoorDash driver allegedly, I don't know if it's alleged when there's a footage of her doing it, but pepper spraying a customer's food straight into a bag. No confrontation, just spicy spite.
This meal was seasoned in rage. 5 stars on flavor, 0 stars on emotional stability.
We're heading to Russia to revisit Bazooka Arms, the TikTok bodybuilder who injected his bicep with homemade jelly. Now surgeons are debating whether he gets to keep his arms.
He went from I want to go viral to I might go limbless. This is what happens when clout gets too thick.
And finally, Sam Pepper, yes, still him. He fired a firework at a family during a live stream and blinded a young girl. Then he tried to pretend it was just a scratch. And even Kick said, nope, you're out.
Honestly, this might be the first time Kick has shown signs of a soul.
So before we dig in, do us a favor, like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bell like it's a tiny gong of justice.
And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts, go ahead and follow. Drop a rating, leave a review, and most importantly, tell a friend.
Or your coworker.
Or your coworker. Or your emotionally unavailable DoorDash driver.
And don't forget to share this episode on social media. The algorithm demands sacrifices, and we prefer it in the form of clicks.
All right, grab your snacks, check them for chemical warfare, and let's jump into pepper sprayed on delivery.
All right. So let's set the table for what might be the most chaotic food delivery moment of the year. Well, debatable, but possibly the spiciest crime of the season.
This goes out to all the gig orders. Just one unhinged order away from a full bill and arc. You are seen, you are valid, and please don't do this.
So we're heading to Evansville, Indiana, where a DoorDash driver delivery turned into a security cam fever dream. On December 8th, a customer ordered food. Pretty normal day.
Until the Ring camera captured the delivery driver casually pulling out a can of pepper spray and unloading it directly into the food bag.
And I mean straight in. No warning, no argument, no customer in sight. Just a calm approach, a psst of justice, and then she gently placed the bag down like she's delivering peace and not chemical warfare.
She really said, "Bon appetizer."
The customer later told 14 News that they started eating and immediately felt burning in their mouth and throat, which at first maybe just felt like a really aggressive spice level.
And then they checked the door cam and got hit with the plot twist. It wasn't ghost pepper. It was Ghost Recon DoorDash edition.
And at this point, the police were called in the video, and all cursed content was uploaded and went very viral. Drama Alert posted it, TikTok reenacted, and the memes hit faster than pepper spray mist.
People were torn between outrage and absolute disbelief. Like, why? Was it a tip thing? Was it revenge? Was she just having a bad day and took it on someone's mozzarella sticks?
As of now, there's no official motive, no argument reported, no customer freakout, just pure I had enough of this job energy.
Honestly, same. Most of us are just crying our cars. No season someone's nachos with peppers based vengeance.
DoorDash confirmed that they deactivated the drivers immediately and said this behavior violates community standards, which is corporate way of saying we don't condone food-based chemical assaults.
And we can talk about how calm she looked on the footage. No rushing, no hesitation, like this was a routine.
That's what makes it so chilling. It wasn't a burst of rage, it was calm, methodical, seasoning of destruction.
New DoorDash feature, seasoned by your dasher. Extra cayenne? No, ma'am. This one burns one on a molecular level.
So that's what happened. A delivery gone sideways in the weirdest way possible. No fight, no warning, just a crime with flavor.
Coming up in part 2, we talk about consequences, community fallout, and how this spiraled into meme culture faster than Taco Bell ordered through a digestive system.
Too real. So yeah, so just talking about that here. So Liz, did you see the video?
I did not see the video. I forgot to look at the video.
It's in topics. It's just the last thing if you want to see the video. I'll see if I can play the audio for our listeners while you see it.
Okay.
Give us a second. Play the audio for you guys. Okay.
I don't see it. Oh.
Yeah. Driver just coming up.
Oh, my bad.
My wife had started eating and she started choking and gasping, and after she had had a couple bites of her food, she actually threw up. It's pepper spray, it's more than likely what it is, but now in this day and age, it could have been anything. Could have been rat poison, could have been fentanyl. You know, I mean, my wife could have been dead. Definitely want to see her prosecuted.
Yep. Exactly my thoughts. All right, so while Liz is finishing up, all right, so we got the customer with a scorched mouth, viral footage of the drive-by seasoning, and a DoorDash driver channeling chaotic natural energy.
So crazy. All right. Okay. But what actually happened after a food crime like this? Because spraying someone's food with pepper spray isn't just bad service, it's assault with condiments.
Legally, it's being investigated as potential battery. The customer filed a police report, and the local authorities are reviewing the footage to determine the charges.
DoorDash did the corporate dance, deactivated her account, issued a refund, and tossed out the classic, "That doesn't reflect our value statements," like a napkin over a grease fire.
Well, that's about as it so far. No arrest yet, no ID released, just a mysterious driver with a can of spice and revenge in her heart.
Meanwhile, the internet did the internet what it always does and memed this woman into legend status, and Twitter law school took over.
Some folks were fully teamed Dasher, like, we don't know what the customer did, maybe they deserved it. Others were horrified. This could have killed someone with
Asthma.
Yeah.
And then there were the absolute gremlins saying things like this. Excuse me. Quote, "POB, you ordered extra heat and got a war crime." End quote. Or, beginning quote, "The DoorDash seasoning packet hit different." End quote.
There is even a remix on ring cam videos of TikTok now set on Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. It's cursed.
Oh, and someone did a voiceover. "You ordered or has arrived. It's non-lethal, mostly."
But under the memes, it's something more serious. The story is sparking conversation about gig economy burnout, safety on both ends, drivers and customers.
Because let's be honest, this didn't happen in a vacuum. These jobs are high stress, low pay, and full of people who are barely holding it together.
Still, doesn't justify weaponizing your glove compartment. But yeah, gig work is the power keg, then this was someone lighting the match.
And the ripple effect? Now people are posting ring cam videos every time anything weird happens with the delivery. It becomes the new reality show.
Real DoorDashers of suburbia. Tune in next week when someone fights a raccoon for Chick-fil-A bag.
Honestly, I have to watch that.
So what's the consequences here? Realistically, she's banned, possibly facing charges, but her face is now permanently part of the meme history.
Every DoorDash customer in Indiana is double checking the delivery bag like it's trap box in Skyrim.
The takeaway: tip your drivers, be kind, and maybe invest in a home chemical test kit, just in case.
I mean, if your meal smells like Windex and regret, maybe skip it.
So yeah, what are your thoughts, Liz?
That's crazy. I don't know what was going on in that woman's head, but why? I just don't get it.
I don't know.
That makes no sense. Why would you pepper spray somebody's food? Like, that makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. That doesn't make any logical sense to me mentally. And like, it's not like there was like a snake. I don't know. Whatever. You know, being like there about to attack her. No, it was just put the food down and walk away.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this situation. And these are why we cover these types of stories, because from the video we saw, and we'll explain it for the moment. Well, we kind of explained it. It didn't look like she was upset or anything. She just did it casually, like a passing by, just like. Psh. like anything.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like a quick square. It was, shh, and then walk off.
And like the husband said, like you just never know these days, right? Like you it could be any like it was from pepper spray now, but it could have been something lethal, something that could have killed someone. And that's the scary world, because before, yeah, you know, you get delivery, you know, you order a pizza. The joke was that the pizza driver took a slice or two, right? But then it has become now an everyday thing for people to earn some extra money or become their second or third job at this point to make it. And this current economy is not making it easy for people.
Yeah, no kidding. I agree on that one. Yeah.
And
There's a lot of people who are doing like 3 jobs. My brother was like, I can't believe this guy's working 3 jobs. And I was like, that's the new norm. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, that's a sad thing. And you know, usually the third job is these kind of like gig work where you're just delivering food. It is a sad reality. And like, this is not to defend her, because what she did definitely did was illegal and immoral.
There's
Like,
a lot of lines. Cross a lot of lines.
like it makes you debate just even ordering food, you know? Like, it's already scary.
Even expect.
But yeah, I hopefully she does get some form of repercussions.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, because it's not fair. That person it didn't look like they deserved it. They were just ordering dinner so that they can, you know, had a busy day, you know. Maybe they're working 3 jobs. I don't know. And this is the weirdest way to get a meal on the table so they can get moving to the next, you know, problem.
I don't know, Liz. I don't know if someone working 3 jobs is ordering DoorDash. That's
No, they're not. But you know what I mean? Just saying, sometimes they want a benefit. Hey, or maybe they got a gift card. You never know.
True. But yeah, it's a sad truth, and this is where we're at right now. And just for people, just be careful what you're eating or what you're ordering.
Be nice to people. Let's just be nice.
And maybe, you know, it's just a generous tip might avoid. And that's the other thing. It's like tipping culture has not helped either. Like, I don't mind some level of tipping, mostly in the sense of DoorDash delivery. I don't mind it because someone is taking time out of their day to go bring my food. So like more enough respect on that. But there's a limit. They're like, okay, I'm not gonna pay you like X%. Like, if it's like within town, I'll probably like an extra $10. Like it's like saving me $5 in gas, but it's saving me time. But I'm not gonna be like tipping like $50, you know.
Yeah, no, nobody has that kind of tipping power unless you won the power lottery.
Like, it'd be nice to like tip my individuals an appropriate amount of time for the service they do, but like I said, people are working X amount of jobs to just make ends meet these days. So, Any final thoughts on this whole situation, Liz?
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
Because coming up next, we had to Russia, where a man looked at muscle building and said, "What if I skipped the gym and went straight to body horror?"
DIY biceps, exploding arms, and the final form of clout addiction. It's the Russian Popeye's last bump, and do not want to miss this.
Okay. So we all skipped leg days at some point. But what if we skipped all the days and just inflated your arms like a balloon animal with a syringe full of regret?
Sir, this is a GNC. We sell protein, not petroleum.
So we're gonna meet. I'm gonna try my best to pronounce his name. I believe his name is Kriel Tershin.
They're probably close enough. I have no idea.
Tyrant. I'm gonna do my best there. That's his online name. He's or online he's known as Bazooka Arms, or more famously known as the Russian Popeye. His biceps, not muscle, just pure DIY body horror.
Like a flexio sponsored a human being, I sawed my veins in half and patched them with jelly.
So here's what happened. Kirill is 29 years old and made headlines after his injecting his arm with homemade synthethol. Basically a blend of oil, lidocaine, and alcohol to make them look huge.
But they don't function. They're not strong. They're not real muscle. They're just big, jiggly arm balloons filled with might as well be a grocery store salad dressing.
But now his body's rejecting it. Reports say he's facing possible amputation of both arms, one of which is already burst open, like it's split. Ugh.
The doctors described it as cutting it into wood-like tissue soaked in jelly. Man got Tupperware arms and thought that was a flex.
Just hearing wood-like. Medical teams have already removed about 3 pounds of dead tissue. And yet Kirill stands out here saying, I'm fine. Everything's under control. I don't know.
Your biceps look like they haunted waterbeds. This is not fine. This is YouTube documentary voiceover territory.
It's not even clear how much synthethol he used, or if it was even real synthethol at all. He may have just mixed up his own recipe, injected it over and over, and hoped for the best. DIY for sure.
No pain, no gain, and the universe is like, bet.
So yeah, what's happening is, it is horrifying. His arms are literally decaying from the inside out because he built them out of clout and cooking oil.
And that's just not aesthetic damage. This is nerve damage, circulatory failure, potential sepsis, and we're one infection away from former bodybuilder, now cyborg.
So yeah, that, just before we jump in further, that is crazy. What do you think of that, Liz?
We've heard some crazy shit, I think this almost takes the cake, man. I'm just saying. Why? I get it. We all want to be like that next hype, that next thing. Like, why would you do that?
Do you want to see how he looked?
It makes. I'm afraid to look.
Here.
I'm afraid to look.
Okay, this is how he looked before surgery.
I took a look and I tapped on it. Oh, he absolutely skipped chest day too.
Yeah, he did not put that stuff in his chest.
Yeah. That is grody.
Remember, so that's just his own chemical concoction in his arms.
It looks bad enough as it being so red and blistery, and he's white and pasty. Nothing against it, but you know what I mean? And then you see that is so inflamed with like infection. Flamed.
So yeah, so let's continue before we fully talk. So we dive into how we're gonna dive into how the hell he got this far. Spoiler, it involves delusion, TikTok fame, and the desperate need to hit 1 million followers.
The man skipped character creation and just slammed the bicep slider all the way to mutant. Let's break it down after the jump.
So how did this guy go from military service to injecting his arms with homemade jelly like he's cooking up a cursed gains in the garage?
It's the oldest story in the Influence Bible. Man wants clout, man breaks his body for attention, and it responds with memes. Man nearly loses limb. The end.
So Kirill started all this back in 2017. At first, it was a small dose, just enough synthethol to get that artificial swole look. But then, like every bad sequel, he just kept going.
His arms grew to 23 inches. 23. They look like they inflated sausages filled with regret, and not that kind of fun kind of regret, like the surgical emergency kind.
Yeah, Liz can attest to that. Yeah, he kept showing them off online, doing slap contests, even entering MMA bouts. But the whole time, those biceps were non-functional. I repeat, non-functional. They're just pure cosmetic clout bombs.
Like, imagine stabbing someone and hearing a slosh. That's not intimidating. That's a biohazard.
Here's the thing, though. Underneath that madness is a guy who clearly struggled with the body image and validation.
He even admitted in interviews that he started this because he felt too skinny and believed he couldn't get dates without bigger arms. So he turned to dental and eventually to weird DIY fillers.
He's spent nearly $15,000 on injectable junk for his body mods that doesn't improve strength, health, or athleticism. Just looks for the camera.
And even good looks, he looks like he's got flesh water balloons duct taped to his triceps.
And let's not ignore the enablers. Every time he posts a video, the videos poured in. The TikToks went viral. Reaction videos everywhere. The freak show economy fed this.
And it was the car crash effect that you don't want to look at, but you do. And for creators like Krill, that was attention becomes addictive.
He even said he was trying to hit 1 million followers so he could retire off Instagram. Like that was the end goal. Retire off arm jelly.
Capitalism is wild. Dude really bet his limbs against the algorithm.
Doctors warned him for years, but he kept going. And now his tissue is dying, his nerves are compromised, and his future is completely uncertain.
This isn't just a weird gym bro story. This is body horror meets influencer syndrome. We've hit clout has consequences, volume 9.
And I'm genuinely hope he recovers, and I hope someone somewhere sees this and goes, maybe I'll just eat protein bars instead.
Or hit the gym. Or go to therapy. Or not turn your arms into chemical soup like for TikTok likes.
Yeah. So that's that makes sense. It's a sad thing to hear. A lot of people suffer from body dysmorphia. I believe that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It is a sad truth, and in the age of social media, it has not helped at all with that.
Absolutely not.
So I could see why someone like this, who fed off the likes, the views, the clicks, fell into this pitfall. It's a very sad story, and now it has put his arms into, like, he'll
potentially his life, and it's potentially his life too.
Exactly. It is a sad thing. I don't know where thinking 1 million followers on Instagram is gonna get you retired. Like, that's not how it works. Like, not that, like, people don't understand. Like, we've barely hit 1,000 on YouTube, but it's not gonna pay the bills yet. Like, it's
No.
You got to put a lot of work into this. That's the thing, is you gotta,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a sad truth to get to this point. And a lot of people who push this too, because the thing is, we are in that sense where vanity has become a mainstay for online culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the idea, actually, there is multiple pockets on the internet. There are many. We've talked of a lot of them, where people have different views in beauty, be it healthy or not. Sadly, and that's the scary thing about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your thoughts that you're kind of becoming more aware of things like this, Liz?
I mean, I don't think it's like the first story we've heard of somebody injecting something into their body. It probably won't be the last, right? We've heard these stories crazy on and off. I mean, Unfortunately, it is. It's a society. We blame society for everything, but where do we take accountability? Knowing you have a problem, or this is gonna cost you your life or damage your in general. I don't know. I get it that you want the clout, you're chasing that high, but when does that high ever enough?
I don't think it's enough for a lot of people. It's just like it's any form of addiction, right? It's just sometimes once you get that high, you want more, and you want the bigger number. You want that dopamine hit. You want that, and mostly when it more so when it preys on your insecurities, right? Because body modification itself has been things that have been happening for more than a couple decades, right? You got your classic stuff like boob jobs, butt lifts, lip fillers, and stuff of that nature, right? That was the things in the early days. The what is it? The nose fix. What the fuck? Is there a name for that?
Rhinoplasty.
There you go. Thank you. I know there was a name for it. Thank you. It's been a thing, but it's now, we've talked, like you said, we've talked about stories where it's come to the point where there are young teenage kids, or even kids in 12 or 10 years old, getting surgeries when they haven't even fully developed because they want to look good.
Fit into society, fit into society, feel for the cameras, feel for what the likes, the views, whatever. We hear it day in and day out. Like, it's not good. It's not safe at all. I mean, yes, I understand there are some people who get surgeries, but they need to do it because it needs to better their life. I mean, somebody with a cleft lip, you want them to have a full mouth so they can actually enjoy food. Somebody who had, just a deviated septum, let's fix the nose so that they can breathe easier. Like, so they're gonna get that rhinoplasty. Yes, it might change the nose a little bit, but again, surgeries are there to fix existing problems, not create more problems. But eventually, when you're addicted to that, you're creating more problems, right? Health, mentally.
Yeah, because surgery's become its own addiction too, just get that next one to look a little bit better. And that's just the sad truth. More so in this case with Creel, doing it to himself. That's another thing. Just trying, like, doing it to the point where you're making your own chemical compound at home. Imagine if we read a story of a woman making her own breast implants. Like, what's funny? I wouldn't be surprised either. I wouldn't be surprised because
we just haven't hit that internet yet. We haven't hit that. We haven't tapped it yet.
Or it probably happened.
There, it's probably floating. We just haven't found it.
We haven't found it probably because it's not impossible for that to happen, right? Because of just the.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like a lot of people go out of the country to do it elsewhere because it's cheaper.
What is it? The Brazilian butt lift, right?
Yeah, and it was cement in somebody's butt, literally rocks.
I think we talked. Did we talk about that? I don't remember. We talked about so many things.
I know. But I just say, there's other ways of going about things sometimes. He could have easily added implants into his arms and called it good.
That's the other thing.
I don't know if they will stand a slap test, but
that's the other thing going into this, because then there's the ability to just put in some work into it, right? Like, if if you really wanted some big old biceps, you put in the work, right? You put in that 30 minutes of some weights, and you make some heavier weights the next time, and then so on and so forth. Like, a lot of people these days also just want the easy way out, right? That's the other thing.
Work at all. Yeah. I feel like that's the culture nowadays. Like, I can go around this. I can do this way. that way. Okay.
So, any final thoughts, Liz?
No, I'm just curious if he was gonna keep his arms. That's all I gotta ask.
So
He's
far,
gonna keep his arms.
so far from what we from the notes I have from the doc, it looks like he's had a couple more surgeries. He's looking stable, but they still have more surgeries to go. But there's a non-zero chance he might lose his arms. So
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So coming up next, a man who makes Krill look almost reasonable. Yes, it's Sam Pepper. He lit a firework and blinded a child, and somehow he's still streaming for now.
We're calling it Sam Pepper's Diwali disaster. It gets denial, injury, and a well-earned ban from the internet's most chaotic platform. Let's light the fuse.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, folks, this one's a mess. Like actual international incidents streamed in real-time levels of mess.
There's chaos, there's injury, there's live streaming, and of course, there's Sam Pepper, the man who wakes up every day and asks, "How can I get canceled before lunch?"
Let's set the scene. It's Diwali, a festival of lights in Delhi, India.
Delhi.
Thank you. People are out celebrating, families are lighting fireworks, everything's festive.
And here comes Sam Pepper and his IRL stream crew like it's Jackass International Edition. They're streaming on Kick, running around, lighting fireworks in crowded neighborhoods.
And then it happens. Sam takes one of the fireworks and instead of aiming it towards the sky like a normal human being, he aims into the sideways, allegedly towards a nearby family.
Exposed, direct hit, strikes 11-year-old girl in the face on stream.
And you hear it. He yells headshot. Headshot, everyone. Into the mic like he's playing Call of Duty. And not, I do not know. And casually assaulting a child with explosive during a cultural celebration.
Immediately after, he vanishes off camera, mutes, then gone. He dips. Flies out of India shortly after.
Meanwhile, the video starts going viral, clips surface everywhere, people start asking who was hurt, what actually happened, is the girl okay?
And at first, Sam said his stream crew says it was just a scratch. They paid the family off. That everything's fine.
But other creators like Asian Andy and Raj on Tourism actually went and found the family, interviewed them, and it turns out, let's read this out. 1. The girl may have lost vision in one eye. 2. The family was not fully compensated. 3. Sam just gave cash to his buddy who may or may not have already misused or pocketed it.
Jesus. And the video still out there. Every angle. People reacting to it, adding commentary. Sam Pepper committed a crime in 1080p.
So, yeah. So that's what happened. Fireworks to the face, live stream, and the guy who did it led the country. That's not just irresponsible. That's a whole Netflix doc in the making. So, Liz, what are your thoughts here? Of this, another nuisance streamer.
What was his bright idea that it was a good idea to hit a family?
Content, Liz, content.
I don't care about content at this point. What in God's right mind is this person thinking? Like, oh, I'm gonna blow off a firework. Nothing's gonna happen. This girl's blind. Gave cash to somebody who pocketed. Like, that's great too.
Potentially pocketed.
Whatever. The family wasn't compensated. Either way you look at it, the family was not compensated. That kid's scarred. Gonna be definitely afraid of fireworks. Will definitely need a lot of therapy, PTSD probably. And what else? What else could we put on this? I mean, there's a whole list of the shit that I I. Why? That little girl did not need that shit.
Actually, continue reading, Liz.
Coming up next, just who is Sam Pepper, and why does his name keep showing up in every corner of internet drama?
Spoiler, Liz. This isn't his first radio. Not even close. So now that we covered what happened, let's talk about who made it happen.
The man, the myth, the migraine. Sam Pepper, a name that's been circling the drain of internet drama for over a decade now. Damn.
Yep. So it's been if you've been on YouTube since early 2010, you've probably seen his face, or at least tried to block it.
He got his start on Big Brother UK in 2010 with a real hit internet infamy on YouTube, where he pioneered fake social experiment prank genre.
Does that sound familiar?
And it does.
And by prank, we mean aggressively harassing people in public and calling it content. His most infamous clip, the one where he pretends to pinch women's butt and then laugh about it.
Yeah, and he tried to brush them off saying, it was a social experiment, bro. But let's be real. It's not just for the internet. I don't think it's just for internet. I didn't think I'd get caught.
But the Black Death wasn't just moral outrage, it was nuclear. Sexual harassment allegations came out against him in 2014 and 2015. He lost sponsorships, viewerships tanked, and YouTube basically became allergic to his brand.
Okay, I thought it was a sneeze. Sorry. So naturally, what did he do? Rebrand as a motivational speaker, a life coach, a crypto bro, whatever the vibe was that week.
And one of the weirdest arcs, he helped push Save the Kids crypto scam, a rug pull involving multiple influencers, and tried to pivot like nothing happened.
That rug got pulled so hard it gave people digital whiplash. And Sam, he just kept moving like the internet wouldn't notice.
But he never really disappeared. Instead, he slid sideways into IRL streaming world, first with Ice Poseidon's crew, then as a streamer and manager hybrid.
It's just like handing the keys to your house to a guy who's famous for setting fires to houses.
And somehow in 2023 and 2024, he started creeping back into relevance through Kick.com, cheering with wild personalities, pulling stunts, always just riding the age of bannable behavior.
Until Diwali, when he didn't just ride the line, he turned it into a fuse and lit it.
So yeah, this guy's been banned, canceled, rebranded, accused, sued, crypto scammed, and now allegedly blinded a child.
It's like a boss fight at the end of a morality system gone wrong. Sam Pepper is what happens when you feed your clout demon after midnight.
So that's a little of who Sam Pepper is, Liz. Does that make sense now?
I forgot who this person. Why? I was trying to scrub him from my memory. Why did you have to bring him back?
He's always been around. He's like we just mentioned. He was very relevant during that era of those people who were making those prank videos back in the day. I'll be honest. I've seen them. Like we've all seen them. I don't know if you were big into YouTube back in the 2010s.
No, I think it was more like background noise, and if there was anything I wanted to watch, mostly music videos.
So yeah, so he was big in that space. He was pretty big, until the social experiment stuff came out to be more became harassment. You know, like how people was like the kiss anything the ad prank, right? The kissing prank, or the basically the make the person angry prank, or anything, just any prank to make it a social experiment, right? That was his style of content, and he just pivoted in another direction of the same content, basically. So he's always been grifting, finding a way to earn money in one way or another, and He's always been able to slide his way back from some disaster.
When will his luck end?
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. But you never know. We'll see. So we're talking about consequences. What happens now with Kick finally did, and whether there's any accountability left for streamers like Sam.
Spoiler alert, it looks like blinding a child to get a real action. That's where the bar is now. Let's talk about it.
All right. So Sam Pepper So as we just talked, Sam Pepper fires a firework at a child during the Diwali, yells headshot, and flees the country and lies about the damages and tries to ride the drama out.
Which is a bold strategy, especially since the internet now has a full-blown forensic breakdown of the stream with timestamps, angles, and receipts from other streamers.
And those receipts, brutal. Turns out the family wasn't fully compensated, and the child's injuries were much worse than claimed. The money Sam sent through his buddy Depeck, I believe, never fully reached them.
Let's not forget Agent Andy and Raj on tourism were the ones who stepped in, visited the family, confirmed the injuries, and tried to help. Not Sam, not Kick, not anyone responsible.
Sam's response? I've half-hearted, it was an accident, followed by a radio silence, and it wasn't until the outrage exploded online that Kick finally took action.
And when we say finally, we mean weeks later. Kick didn't ban him until the pressure hit a boiling point, and this is the platform where people are allowed to stream gambling, chaos, and minor crimes on the daily.
If Kick banned you, it basically the streamer's death penalty. That's like getting kicked out of the frat for partying too hard.
And even Aiden Ross and other Kick creators started to distance themselves. That's how you know it's serious. When Aiden Ross is like, whoa, that's too far. Aiden, sorry.
But here's the question. Is this really accountability? A ban from Kick is temporary. Sam can still pop on another platform, rebrand again, or just wait it out.
And the internet here has a short memory, unless there's legal action, which still hasn't been confirmed. It's likely he'll do what he always does: vanish, pivot, return.
Rinse, rebrand, and repeat.
And that's the real danger. Streaming culture rewards escalation. IRL streamers are pushing boundaries not just for entertainment, but for donation, for viewers, for clips.
And when injury becomes content, when a child's permanent eye damage becomes another VOD timestamp, we're way past the moral event horizon.
So what should happen next? Real accountability, legal consequences, community pushback that doesn't just mean the moment but shuts it down?
And maybe a wider conversation about how we police the IRL streaming space before someone ends up with worse than blind.
The internet can't keep handing out platforms to people like Sam and then acting shocked when they blow up. Sometimes literally.
Let's just hope this time people remember and that the girl at the center of this gets the support she actually needs. So yeah, so that's wild, right, Liz?
Right. It is definitely wild. I mean, like I said, I hope somebody steps up and helps that family out. I don't know what their financial status is, but it's never a good thing, right?
Yeah,
it's always a hindrance.
It's different, definitely, because it's in India, so I don't know how you would handle stuff that way. Legally, it'd be nice for him to get something, but like I said, it's a different country. He already left it. What are the chances they're gonna
yeah. How is he gonna get dragged back and actually
face consequences? Yeah. More than likely, he's, like you said earlier, he's just gonna wait it out until people forget. And then what's the sad truth is people do forget. They'll bring it back. But it'll be forgotten for a while. And then
unfortunately, that's another consequence of media, right?
Yeah, because if you, with such a short attention span that people have these days, people hear a story in probably a week or two, maybe even less than that. Then another thing happens in the world, and that's the new thing, and then like people forget about the old thing. And unless you have a constant reminder, it's just like it just becomes another story.
Right.
And the only one who are suffering are the victims left behind.
Yep. And they have to face the lifetime injury.
Yep. And that, dear listeners, was this episode. A roller coaster through spice crimes, Russian arm jelly, and the streamer who mistook Diwali for an FPF match.
We'll hit every flavor today. Mild, medium, and oh my god! Is my eye okay?
We covered chaos in Indiana, body horror in Moscow, and more clips live stream from Diwali. Jolly.
And through it all, I, Liz, have remained soft, curvy, and nutritionally abundant, proudly putting in the work on the holiday 15.
The sweaters are struggling, folks, but the sleeves are hanging on for dear life. We love to see it.
Voluptuous, victorious baby, and I mean multitudes. Mostly peppermint bark and emotional support cookies.
So whether you tuned in for the absurdity or stayed for the sweet cinnamon commentary, we appreciate you rolling with us.
The show runs on caffeine chaos on you, and we're also sodium and sarcasm, but mostly you.
If you're watching on YouTube, smash the like button, like if just pepper sprayed your order, and subscribe so you don't miss next week's madness.
If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else, or anywhere else, hit that follow button, give us a 5-star rating, and leave us a review.
Most importantly, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell your most problematic coworker. Help us spread the word faster than Sandpepper can flee the crime scene.
And don't forget to share this episode on socials, post it, tag us, meme it, remix it, or repost it, your spicy takes, especially if they include cursed food puns or jelly bicep fan art.
Thanks again for listening. We'll be back next week. Actually, no, we are going to be taking us
back next year.
We'll be back next year with more news that we probably missed this past year and probably shouldn't trust and definitely want to hear.
And until then, stay safe, stay warm, and if your DoorDash order smells like battery acid, send it back or call us.
Yo, going with KB, nurse to 11 with a block. This is a 95. Where's the night going? We going, we out going, we go. Yo, we got bees in the street. Secrets on the block. This is jail, TCP. Live talking cover. Cool block. The man with the mic and a bulletproof vest. Reporting live from a scene that's a hot mess. Beach umbrella fly.